Live from Little Havana, USA, this is the world's largest block party, Calle Ocho 98. Calle Ocho 98 is brought to you in part by South Florida Ford Dealers, Papa John's, Bell South, and Toyota. Now live from Little Havana, USA, here are Channel 7's Rick Sanchez and Laurie Jennings.
And welcome to Calle Ocho. Yes, we're at it another year. It's 1998. I am Rick Sanchez, and now drum rolls, please. Laurie Jennings, ladies and gentlemen.
Laurie Jennings. Thank you. That's awfully nice. My first Calle Ocho. I love it.
What do you think?
You told me, everybody's told me, you have not experienced Miami until you've experienced a Calle Ocho, and you are so right. This is tremendous. It is truly the world's largest block party, and you see it right there. Look at that. 7 Skyforce is over the big scene to give us the grand view.
1 million people are out there today, and they've really picked a mighty fine day to be here. As a matter of fact, the weather has been cooperating beautifully. And to cover this event, because it's so massive, what we've done is we've set up different crews throughout different locales to bring you all the different angles of this event.
Yes, Tim Chernow is here for several years now. He is over on the entertainment beat over at the WSVN Amor 107.5 stage. That's over on 17th Avenue, and he is going to be bringing us all the different forms of entertainment. There's a lot of Latin music going on, and there you see it right there.
And then from Tim Chernow, we're going to be going over to Beatrice Canals. Beatrice is going to be doing what she does best, mingling with people.
People. And we've got all kinds of people here. Some of the best people watching going. And a really kind of a family event. I'm surprised. It's a really nice family event.
There's a lot of nice, decent people out here just trying to introduce themselves and others to their own cultures.
Yes, it's wonderful. And then, of course, Steve Simon has the best, I think he's got the best job today. He's on the food assignment, and it is wonderful. You've been introducing me to molleja with the chimichurra.
Yes,
and the
very
arroz
good.
con pollo, and the arejas. Oh boy, those are rich.
Arepas.
Arepas.
Yeah, very
okay,
good.
the corn cakes with the cheese. Oh,
We
there's
like
a
that
lot
Latin
to eat.
American
Yes.
food. Every year they have a queen or a king
Yes.
that they select for this event. It started way back with Desi Arnaz, and this year is no different. We've chosen our own very important person,
Yes.
part of our own royal family, you might say. Belkis Nurey is going to be joining us a little bit later, and she's going to be telling us who has been chosen this year.
And we hope you will stay with us. We've got so much to show you as you join us for Calle Ocho 98. We'll be back.
You're watching WSVN 7's live coverage of Calle Ocho 98.
Finally, spring is here, and so is Toyota's Get Out There sales event. The year's biggest inventory means big springtime savings. Right now, you can save on Camry, the #1 selling car of the year. Lease Camry for only $229 a month with anti-lock brakes, air, cruise control, power windows and locks, and more. Now is the time to save during the Get Out There sales event at your Toyota dealer. Hurry for the Camry lease, just $229 a month.
Pizza Hut dares anyone to find a better pizza.
Oh, really?
Papa John just couldn't resist the challenge. He commissioned independent taste tests. Papa John's won big time. Maybe that's because our sauce is made with fresh-packed, vine-ripened tomatoes. Pizza Hut uses remanufactured paste.
Anybody can claim to make a better pizza, but it's you, the consumer, who've decided. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Try our Papa's Choice. That's a large pizza with your choice of up to 5 toppings for just $9.99.
What do you want? Do you want a car with everything? Something with all the extras, but you don't want to pay extra? Do you want 0.9% financing for up to 48 months? Something special for Florida only? Then what you want is a 98 Ford Taurus. It's got it all, plus a special 0.9% financing offer that saves you up to $3,680. The 98 Ford Taurus with low 0.9% financing. Only at your South Florida Ford dealer today.
Having problems getting pregnant? Now, new treatments are helping couples to conceive. Can these alternative methods work for you? Find out in Fighting Infertility, Monday at 5. It's Hollywood's biggest night. Let Deco Drive and KFC send you to the Oscars. Win reserved bleacher seating to the red carpet arrivals of your favorite stars. Plus, we'll treat you to 5 fun-filled days and nights leading up to the big event. To find out how to win, watch Deco Drive all this week at 7:30 on 7.
Now back to Calle Ocho 98.
Welcome back, everybody. You're looking at us right there, the back of us, Lori Jennings, along with Rick Sanchez, in the place to be on this beautiful, breezy night in South Florida.
You know, it's amazing how this thing started. Folks just got together in South Florida, and they decided that they were going to throw a party. After all, they wanted to invite people to get a sense of the South Florida tradition and the Cuban community, which had just gotten started back then. Little did they know that after deciding that they would throw a small, quaint party, it would turn into this.
In 1978, the Kiwanis Club of Little Havana decided to extend a warm welcome to all. Their idea to share the Cuban-American culture with anyone who would sample it. They threw a block party where they figured maybe a few thousand would show. 100,000 people showed up. It was originally called Open House 8, but the Spanish nickname caught on, thus the term Calle Ocho was born. By 1985, they reached another milestone. They surpassed the 1 million mark in attendance. 1988 brought the world's largest conga line, led by Miami's own Gloria Estefan, with 119,000 people in tow. 1990, the biggest piñata was unveiled. 96, the Kiwanis Club canceled the event out of respect for Brothers to the Rescue pilots shot down in February. Now, the party extends 23 blocks on Calle Ocho from 4th to 27th Avenue. More than 1 million people are expected. This year, the festival promises to be bigger and better than ever.
And you know what's so different about this year is as the festival has grown and the years have gone on, what actually began as a very Cuban-American event has become very much a Latin American, even an international event. I mean, you come out here now, as much as you see Cuban-American culture, you see
Argentinian,
Venezuelan.
Venezuelan.
It's amazing.
It's everything. It's really exciting, and it's some of the best people watching going. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's happy. There's great weather out here. It's real. Do you remember that conga line? Were you
I
here?
sure do.
Oh, my gosh.
I was supposed to take part in it, but I couldn't dance that well, so they kicked me out.
They didn't allow you in. Well, we've got a guy who really knows how to move and groove. Tim Chernow. He is out there live at the WSVN Amor 107.5 stage. Tim, you know how to get down, don't you?
Well, yes, I do, but I can't show you now. Let me tell you something. The stage behind me, the Amor 107.5 and WSBN stage, has been absolutely rocking all day long. Let me give you a rundown of some of the names that have been on the stage already so far today. Lefty Perez, Manuel Alejandro, Típica Tropical. I saw them. They were tight. They were amazing. Proyecto Uno brought the house down. The street was absolutely packed. And, of course, now behind me on stage is Eddie Santiago. He is called the Romanta Salsa vocalist. In fact, they call him the sovereign of salsa. He's got 13 albums out. He's from Puerto Rico. He's got gold albums, platinum albums. And as you can see right now, with the number of people who are enjoying him, well, let's just say that he's going over very well. He's not singing yet, but he's going to sing in just a little while. And that's the best thing about Calle Ocho. Everywhere you walk, up and down the streets, something strikes your ear, something strikes your fancy. You take a couple of steps, and you're listening to music that you love, and you can't help it. You start dancing. That's what Calle Ocho is all about. Some people say it's the food. Some people say it's the people. For me, it's the music. There's a lot of it here, some of it going on the stage behind us. And when we come back, we'll show you some more of the music, of the entertainment that's happening down here in Calle Ocho for 1 million people to enjoy. I'm enjoying it, and I'm up on top of a truck.
Oh, I'm glad, Tim. And we have our music here. I'm sure you can hear it. It's really moving. Latin music, I forget. I mean, it's just wonderful to watch.
Start with the shoulders.
It's so choreographed.
And then after a while, the rest of you starts going, and before you know it.
See, you do know how to dance.
No. I promised my mother I wouldn't tell anybody that. What we're going to do now is take you to some of the areas that, well, if you want to come to Calle Ocho, the one thing that you really can't help but miss are the people.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, it truly, I mean, you've heard this before, and it's probably overused. It's a sea of people.
Oh, it is a sea. We went out earlier to get some food, and it's just like a conveyor belt either way. You just get pushed right along. And Beatrice, you know it. You've been meeting all kinds of people today, I bet.
I've been enjoying it all day, Lori and Rick. There's a reason why hundreds of thousands of people show up at this party. No cover charge, and you can be from anywhere in the world, and you don't need a passport. It's truly a potpourri of cultures walking up and down Calle Ocho. These are the sounds of Calle Ocho, and these are the faces that make it a party like no other. Where are you from? Haiti.
Hong Kong. Cuba, and I've been coming for the past 8 years.
People of all nationalities gathered with one common goal. To have a feet-moving, body swaying. Good time.
The fun, the enjoyment, entertainment.
I come to make it fun. I like Calle Ocho.
I'm coming to dance on Calle Ocho. So let me get this straight. You're from Mexico, you live in Naples, and you drove all the way to Calle Ocho. Why?
We are very happy. We like the salsa. All the people, Latin, stay here together.
You're from Hong Kong. What are you doing at Calle Ocho?
It is the first year to come over to see. I was told my Hispanic friends that it's a good function here.
A party that welcomes everyone, the young, the not so young, couples, singles. The only requirement is that you have fun. And if you don't have a dancing partner, well, follow this guy's lead. Make your own. It's Calle Ocho. Anything goes. Just saw it for yourselves. People are having a good time here, and they really are here from all over the world. And after all, isn't that what South Florida is all about? It is truly a melting pot. And tonight at Calle Ocho, the pot is boiling hot. Rick and Lori, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Beatrice. You know, the funny thing is, we were talking to Beatrice a little while ago and talking about all the kinds of different people here. A little while ago, you and I were downstairs,
right,
and we were talking to some of the folks. We were signing some autographs, and I started talking in Spanish to this one couple because she looked like she was Hispanic. She looks at me like she's totally confused, had no idea what I was talking about. I felt somewhat bewildered. It turns out she's from Holland.
Holland? Oh, my gosh.
She says, I'm Dutch. I'm Dutch.
But she's here because she knows this is
people from
the
Europe,
place to be.
people from Asia. It's incredible.
And of course, Calle Ocho is not a singular event. This is the culmination of a week-long event called Carnaval Miami. And very famous names are graced to be our king and or queen of Carnaval Miami. Take a look back at some of the past performers who've taken part. Calle Ocho's Carnaval Miami is a spectacular event, attracting the top talent from around the world. In 1982, the festival crowned its first king, the one and only Desi Arnaz. Throughout the years, such stars as Olga Guillot, Celia Cruz, Jose Feliciano, Rocio Jurado, and Johnny Ventura have graced Carnaval. Hometown singing sensation Gloria Estefan electrified the crowds in 1988, turning them on to her international hit, Conga. Since then, film star Maria Conchita Alonso, Emmanuel, Chayanne, Ricardo Montaner, Willie Chirino, South Florida's own John Cicada, Jerry Rivera, and Thalia have also reigned over this festival. As always, the king or queen personifies Carnaval, the spirit of Calle Ocho. Oh, so many big names that have taken this and other stages here as king and or queen of Carnaval Miami. And we're not letting you down this year either.
No, every year we bring you the person who's been chosen as the royalty figure for this event. And this year we've chosen our own queen to bring you the queen of Calle Ocho 1998. Here's Belkis Noray to introduce her to you.
She is no doubt one of the best female voices in Latin music. Olga Tañon's contagious energy and hard work have helped her rise to the top. The Puerto Rican-born merenguera says even though she knew she wanted to sing for as long as she can remember, she actually got into music by accident. When asked to perform Merengue at a party by a total stranger, she said yes. The rest, as they say, is history. With 3 multi-platinum albums already under her belt and her current release continuing to climb the charts, this high-energy songstress will no doubt leave her mark in the world of music, Carnaval Miami, and Calle Ocho.
All right,
Wow.
by now you have gotten a chance to see who the queen is. You have gotten a chance to also experience some of the entertainment. You've met some of the people who come here,
And
but
you've
there's something
seen
missing.
the huge, long shots of this world's largest block party. But what is missing? The food.
Yeah.
We've only mentioned it a little bit. Steve Simon is going to be back with us when we come back to Calle Ocho 98 to give you his cuisine.
And let me just give you a little tip, folks. The one sitting next to me over here, she's not at all shy about trying different types of food. We'll be right back.
Live coverage of the world's largest block party, Calle Ocho 98, will continue in a moment.
Pizza Hut dares anyone to find a better pizza.
Oh, really?
Papa John just couldn't resist the challenge. He commissioned independent taste tests. Papa John's won big time. Maybe that's because our sauce is made with fresh-packed, vine-ripened tomatoes. Pizza Hut uses remanufactured paste.
Anybody can claim to make a better pizza, but it's you, the consumer, who've decided. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Try our Papa's Choice. That's a large pizza with your choice of up to 5 toppings for just $9.99.
Do you want a truck? A sport truck? Something tough, wild, way out there without a way out price? Do you want cash back? An awesome $1,400 cash back? Then what you want is a 98 Ford Ranger. It's got it all. Plus $1,400 cash back. That's right. March only get $1,400 cash back, which means you can buy the planet's best-selling compact pickup for only $10,850. The 98 Ford Ranger. Only at your South Florida Ford dealer today.
I live in Miami. I got a friend who lives up in Fort Lauderdale. The thing is, some companies want to charge me long-distance rates just to call them. Okay, now when I call my aunt in LA, I expect to pay by the minute. But Fort Lauderdale? I mean, it's like what? An inch away? We're not talking a long distance here. It's just up the road. You take 95 north to Broward, hang a right at the gas station, and you're there.
Is here, and so is your chance to save during Toyota's Get Out There sales event. The biggest inventory of the year means the biggest selection and great deals right now. Like a Tacoma lease for only $149 a month loaded. $149 a month. Or buy Tacoma now and take home $1,500 cash back. So see your Toyota dealer and save during the Get Out There sales event. Save on a Tacoma lease. $149 a month now.
Live in Little Havana, USA. Here once again are Rick Sanchez and Laurie Jennings.
Buenos dias a todo el mundo. Hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez, along with Laurie Jennings. Got to throw a little bit of that Spanglish.
Oh, it's testing me today. I used to be fluent years ago, and it's beginning to come back as everybody speaks to me.
You know, we went out a little while ago, and I got to tell you about this, and I hope I don't embarrass you. But I was trying to introduce her to some of the local flavor when it comes to food, and I thought I'd ease her in somewhat easy. Easy.
We had to try everything.
I ended up saying easy, easy.
I'm looking over your shoulder. The lemonade and the natural fruit bar are the only thing we didn't try. We went right for the cholesterol stuff. And Steve Simon, what did you go for? What did you like best out there today?
Well, I'll tell you, I really can't remember everything I had because I think I tasted just about everything in a 1 square block area. But I noticed one thing after walking around here. This is a lot of a wedding here, a lot of a bar mitzvah here, a lot of a Sweet 16 food everywhere you go. I noticed it's not just Hispanic flair, a lot of pizza being eaten here. I think I saw one guy eating a bagel, but still, we went out today and we tried to find the perfect meal. Whether it's on a stick, in a cup, or in a little kid's hand. Calle Ocho means food. You want to eat? You first have to drink. How cool is that? How cool? It's good, good. Now comes the hard part, the main course. It's like you're getting more food on your shirt than you are down your stomach. Well, that's all right. I just came out of the hospital.
This is rice and beans. This is pork. This is the famous mariquita. It's made out of plantains.
It's like pancakes and it has cheese in it.
It's arepa. It's arepa in España. Me gusto turkey. I gusto mi turkey. Ah. Oh, really? Oh, let me hold my leg then. No problem.
Had enough? Well, you still need some dessert.
This is the thing we were going to buy.
While others search for that perfect cigar. How good is that cigar after eating all this food?
I don't even know. I don't like it, but he really love it.
A full stomach on Calle Ocho. It kind of makes anyone want to sit back, relax, and take it all in.
We just got here, so we haven't eaten anything.
Some meat, some pizza rice, some salad, some pinchos.
I come for everything, to enjoy it, the Calle Ocho.
Yeah, there's some good eats.
Steve, everybody's getting in on the action.
Unbelievable.
It's really quite amazing when you think about it.
Oh, Steve, thank you for that. That's great. I'm all hungry again. What else
I was
did we
going to
try?
tell Steve, Tell him to find that one fellow who was having a bagel. We should probably interview him. Sounds like a story out here.
But I learned from you today, folks, you've really got to find out, at any event like this, you have to ask, how do you normally eat that? You know, should you have a special sauce? The chimichurri you showed me. And the
right, with Argentinian beef, you have chimichurri.
And the mojo?
The mojo's usually with the Cuban or the Puerto Rican food.
Kind of a garlicky butter sauce?
You're learning this fast.
Well, food's kind of a specialty item in my life, so I'm learning from you, learning quickly.
Let's go now to Tim Chernow. He's standing by, and he's going to be telling us about some of these international stars that people come from all over the country and throughout the world to see them here. Tim.
You know, Rick, the thing that amazes me is I'm standing here on top of the truck near our stage as Eddie, the sovereign of salsa, Santiago, plays behind us, is that from my vantage point, I can look like here and here and here and right behind me and see one band after the other playing any number of styles of music. People come down here for a good time, and folks, let's not waste any time. Let us, please, entertain you. Calle Ocho 98, when you hit this street, you'll know. You'll smell the food, you'll see the people, but eventually, you'll hear the music.
We come every year. Every year from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, we drive 15, 16 hours to get here.
Just for the dancing, so you can dance your feet off.
I dance off my feet.
The music doesn't only happen on stage. Sometimes it happens right down the street. It just kind of happens, and the dancing goes along with it. Now, one of the things that makes Calle Ocho the amazing street party that it is the music and the dancing, and both of them are everywhere. Don't they look like they're having a great time? It's because they are. That's not bad. You know what you're doing, don't you?
Yeah. I hope so.
Merengue, salsa, a little bit of everything.
You like that mix?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Merengue?
Merengue or cha-cha-cha.
And you know what? People do love it, and that's what brings them back year after year after year to see performers like Eddie Santiago performing live for them in any number of stages. All these people having a good time. And my favorite thing about Calle Ocho, my absolute favorite thing about Calle Ocho, is that as people walk by, and it doesn't matter who they are, as Rick said, where they're from, anywhere in America or around the world, when they hear the right song, their feet just start going and they just start dancing and having a great time with it. And for me, that's my favorite thing about Calle Ocho. It's so spontaneous. It's so much fun. It's a family event.
No, it isn't. Tim, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I know what your favorite thing about Calle Ocho is.
What?
It's that it's free.
Well, you know, it is free. And you know what? One of the things that struck me is that if they ever have a problem with parking down here, it's because they have so many bands to park. I mean, I don't know where they put all these musicians.
Tim Chernow bringing us the very latest on the sights and definitely the sounds from the streets of Southwest 8th Street.
It is the world's largest block party, and we are just underway. There's much more to bring you, folks.
We'll be right back.
The 21st annual celebration in Little Havana, USA continues in just a moment.
What do you want? Do you want a sport utility? A real sport utility? Something over the top without an over-the-top price? Then what you want is a 98 Ford Explorer Sport. It's got it all, and you can get it for under 20 grand. Or now for a lease price of just $265 a month for 24 months. The 98 Ford Explorer. It's just $265 a month. Only at your South Florida Ford dealer today.
Pizza Hut dares anyone to find a better pizza.
Oh, really?
Papa John just couldn't resist the challenge. He commissioned independent taste tests. Papa John's won big time. Maybe that's because our sauce is made with fresh-packed, vine-ripened tomatoes. Pizza Hut uses remanufactured paste.
Anybody can claim to make a better pizza, but it's you, the consumer, who've decided. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John.
Try our Papa's Choice. That's a large pizza with your choice of up to 5 toppings for just $9.99.
Spring. Hurry and enjoy it in a new Toyota. Toyota's Get Out Their Sales event is on. With the biggest inventory of the year, you can save on Corolla. A long list of standard safety features, including dual airbags, makes Corolla an even better buy. Right now, Corolla leases are $179 a month. $179 with automatic transmission, air conditioning, and more. So head to your Toyota dealer during the Get Out There sales event, while Corolla leases are just $179 a month.
My mother taught me to be a real perfectionist, but around the house, I'm pretty relaxed. I think you should have beauty and comfort. So I looked in the real yellow pages from Bell South for a real comfy sofa and a real cozy rug. If it's called a living room, it should be lived in. No, don't sit on that.
Sorry.
No grape juice in here.
Sorry.
Like I said, relaxed.
Use the real yellow pages from Bell South.
Now, back to Calle Ocho's 21st annual celebration.
Well, I'll tell you, whether it's the boat parade or the Calle Ocho Festival here, it's our duty and our honor at WSVN Channel 7 to try and take you to the streets and show you what the people are doing. So I'd like to thank our illustrious crew.
Yes.
They've done a fine job bringing you this. Everything from our makeup artist to Republic National Bank, who's kind enough to let us use their facility. And, you know, getting even a piece of land out here is a tough endeavor.
It really is, and we are so proud to bring you the world's largest block party. We hope you have a very happy Calle Ocho, and we're leaving you now with the sights and sounds of Carnival Miami, South Beach. We want you to enjoy. Have a great weekend and enjoy a breezy, beautiful South Florida night.
Nice job, Jennings.
You too, Sanchez. You going to teach me the merengue now?
Yeah, as soon as we're done. As soon as we're off the air, so we don't embarrass ourselves. Good night, everybody.
Calle Ocho 98 has been brought to you in part by South Florida Ford Dealers, Papa John's, Bell South, and Toyota.
I didn't know you were so worldly, Max. Cooking that wonderful meal.
New from Maxwell House, sugar-free cappuccino.
What's your image of the world? Draw on your talent in graphic design at the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. Study on today's advanced technology with experienced faculty who can illustrate what it takes to succeed. In as little as 18 months, you'll graduate with a portfolio that will help launch your career in publishing, advertising, communications, and more. To take a closer look, call the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale at 1-800-426-1433. That's 1-800-426-1433.
Bad to the bone. Flanagan's juicy, tender, meat falls off the bone baby back ribs are so good they're Bad to the bone. If you and your family have never tried Flanagan's baby backs, then you just haven't had ribs. Flanagan's, 17 South Florida location. Bad to the bone.
An encore presentation of Calle Ocho 98 tonight at 11:30